Hello. Uh, this is Hollow Knight. I didn't know whether or not I would play this, but don't worry. You haven't missed anything. I haven't started yet. But um, this is going to be a playthrough of Hollow Knight. I don't know when I'll stop playing. Whether I'll get to 100% or 112%. I might do it where I get to 100% and then I have like an extra video where I'll try to like get to other parts, but for now, um, we'll just see where this takes us. We'll make it to 100%. That's our first goal. Now I have played Hollow Knight a couple times before, so this is not my first playthrough. However, I am planning on attempting to make it seem, or not seem as my first playthrough, but to not kind of skip too much into it. Like I wanna take it a bit slower than usual, so that anyone who hasn't like seen this game before can kind of experience it for the first time. That being said, I will be attempting to 100% the game. So, I don't know how far, like how much I can hold back on going fast if I'm like just going. But some of the lore stuff is kind of cool, so I'm watching the cutscenes for the first time again. I haven't actually watched the cutscene in a long time, but I'm kind of glad to be doing this again. Okay, so as I said, I have played this a couple times, so I do already know what I'm doing mostly. Um, but you know, we'll see. You'll see me fly through some parts, and I'm thinking about having like. You'll also see me get hit probably a lot because there's a lot of upgrades I don't have. Like if you don't know anything about this game, it's a Metroidvania, meaning you progressively get stronger with upgrades. If you think to like, if you've ever played a Metroid game, where the word Metroidvania comes from, it basically means that you start off as a regular person, but you gain upgrades to make your character stronger. That being said, you start off as the Hollow Knight, and you don't have anything yet. But with time and perseverance, you can get better. Now, this game is one of my favorites. I do have a liking to this game because I find the art style and gameplay super intriguing. But you know, it's just a super fun game. So just like I said for Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask Randomizer, if this game looks interesting at any point to you, oops, I do recommend you give it a try because it is another important game to me. But no pressure, because you don't have to do that. Now this area is just kind of acting as a tutorial. And I already like messed up like twice, but oops, make that 3. Basically you are a empty vessel who is given a nail or a sword, and you are set out to save the guy. I guess you're actually trying to save the Hollow Knight. You are not the Hollow Knight. You are an empty vessel. But welcome to Dirtmouth. Look at this dude. I just want to. He like reaches his hand to like get your. I don't know. It's funny. So, Dirtmouth used to be this nice little village where people would like hang out, whatever. But it's become deserted, and Elderbug is one of the only people who stayed back. So he's just telling you some stuff. Why not take a little rest at this bench? And basically our goal: kill things, save caterpillars, and be sick as hell. So I do know where most stuff, like you'll see me do some stuff that isn't like beginner, like I'm not overly good at the game, but I'm not good either, so I will be doing some like tricks and stuff to get stuff, but I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary. Like you can do this from the start of the game, it's just I have a bit of experience, and now I'm not, God, I'm sounding cocky to even myself. Because anyone can do these things. It's just, when I first played the game, I didn't, because I didn't know if you could. I just know that I can now. So, when you see me do them, don't be all, oh, that's cool. Or do be like that, actually. Because it did take me it takes a couple tries to, that was a dumb time to do that. Because you can do it too. Like if you play the game, you can probably figure out how to do most of these things. Because they're pretty basic tricks. Get over here. I don't want to lose my geo. Ooh. Grub number 1. So I think like my plan for this is like I don't want to bore you with too much of like anything, so I'll try not to show the same area twice unless I have like a reasoning behind it. But you know, sometimes it's kind of nice to have someone tag along with me through these parts, and I like to rant when I play, and you know, if I ever say something like random, like I'm just kind of like if I don't have anything on the top of my mind like I have right now, I just talk about stuff, and depending on whether or not I find that interesting, I'll leave it in the video, and then you'll have to tag along with me through the boring parts. Oops. But who knows how much I'm gonna keep in this? Just cause like in the randomizer I just played, there was always something like going on. While with this though, like unless you know what I'm doing, I have to kind of like build up to it. So, like right now, I'm just collecting this game's currency, which is called Geo, just to get an early start on a lot of stuff. Because you have to buy a lot of things in this. So, what you're supposed to do, if you can find it, is go directly to this one person. Who is... I'll just go back to Dirtmouth real quick, because, like, why not? You're supposed to go fight the... I think his name is the False Champion? Although that might be... Yeah, I think it's the False Champion. But you're supposed to go fight him so that you can unlock your first spell. Because that's important. I wonder if the map shop is open. It is. So the guy I talked to earlier, his name's Cornifer. I think it's Cornifer. But he sold me a map. And this lady is his wife. And she owns the shop. Basically he's like he just makes maps and whatever. But this is our first store that I have unlocked in the game. These are like markers that you can place on your map. I'll probably actually end up buying these and just like put on POIs and like places I'll visit later. I don't think I'll get any of the pins, but the quill is something I will need to get eventually, because that allows me to update parts of my map that Cornifer did not get to. So if I open the menu, as you can see, I bought a map, and if I go here, you see how it's like all just kind of like rough sketches and stuff. If I get the quill, I can fill out the areas I've actually been to, and it just makes the map better because it shows more of it and allows you to better see the kind of area that you're dealing with. So yeah, I just felt like going back, unlocking the door to the stag nest, which is that guy, or the stag. He's the last stag because his kind all died because it took so long for me to come and be here. So this is the first little secret room of many that you will see, but behind it was our second grub. Ooh, that's a good idea. You know, I might have a grub counter. I just thought of that now. I don't know why I thought of that, but I feel like that'd be kind of interesting. So if I ever figure out how to do it, I'll have a little grub counter in the bottom left or something. I don't know where I'll put it, but I feel like that'll be cool. Also, a death counter I think would be really nice. I might not be able to showcase every death, but if I do, that'd be cool. No, I could probably showcase deaths. Because why not, you know? Oops. And any off-screen deaths I have, I'll probably still add in. But, you know, just a little fun additive thing. So this is... Earlier I talked about tricks that I might be doing, and this is going to be one of them right off the get-go. Because there's a grub over here that you're not supposed to be able to get until you have an upgrade. But if I get this guy... Shoot. To come over here, I can kind of lure him around. Oops. I'll just kind of lure him into this corner. If I go fast enough... Come up more. Damn it. Oh, no. Just don't want him to die. Hey! Okay, so that's our third grub released. I can't remember how many grubs there are in Forgotten Crossroads. But I know there's a good couple. I think I can usually get all of them with the proper routing, but if I miss one or two, I can always come back later and find the rest of them. Because the last episode will probably just end up being cleanup for what I've missed. And trust me, in this game, there is a lot of cleanup. Because there's just so much stuff that you can so easily miss. I mean, with the amount of content it has, it's very easy to miss things, especially grubs. Oh, oops. Well, there goes that geo. That's fine. I think to my right... No. Yeah, here it is. There's a cool enemy. Because he does 2 hearts of damage every time if you get hit by him. Which I don't really want to have to showcase. But if I do get hit... Oh, that was greedy. Oh, okay, the wave only does 1, but getting hit by him actually does do 2. That's grub number 4, by the way. Just pop that up on the screen somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna be. Maybe bottom left. Bottom left seems cool. Maybe I'll throw it around other places. I don't know. I don't think there's a grub that way. I know there's one more I'm missing, but I cannot remember where it is. Oh, I remember where it is. It's in a different area. Obviously. Not there. Not there. Not there. Is that it? Where's this? Well, I had to go this way eventually anyways, so... Also, this game is extremely hard. As I said, though, I'm just experienced. Not to be, like, cocky or anything. Oops. Pay no mind to what I just did there. Yeah, this is where the other one is. You just hop down in here. For the longest time, I didn't want to get this, because doing pogoing is something I was always bad at my first couple playthroughs. But with a lot of experience comes a lot of talent. No, I just got better at it. Anyways, who's ready for the first boss? Grub number 5, by the way. Pop that up on screen for me. Thanks, future me. But boss time, yeah. Cool first boss. Well, actually, yeah, but never mind. I won't get too into it. I gotta let it make him go back a bit, because there's a wall I want him to open. Just keep going. No, just a bit more. Just a bit more. Yeah, there you go. Just attack me. Cool, thanks. Ouch. Wait, actually hit me. Wait, not like that. Yeah, see, 2 hearts. Scary. I just gotta be extra careful because I don't want to die. Alright, cool. So he just opened an area for later for me. And I don't know how else to access it. I mean, there's probably a way, because they wouldn't just close off an entire area, but I can't do it yet because I'm missing an item. But the first boss is just a couple meters away. Also, I've tried in the past I've tried speedrunning this game before, so I do know a couple of speedrunning tricks, but oh Jesus, I was never the false knight, not the failed champion. That's what I call him, right? But he's not a hard boss in the slightest, because it's meant for the first boss in the game. So you can actually deflect the rocks falling from the... Oh, also, I'll show this. You can just leave this boss fight whenever you want. I will not be doing that, because I want the geo that comes with this. And also the crest he drops, which you will see in a second. But you know, you can't just leave the first boss, which is actually what you're supposed to do in the speedrun. But since I'm not speedrunning, I'm not going to do that. I also think this is the end of the boss. Nope, a little bit more. Yeah, but you can just like deflect the rock. Oh no, it isn't. Okay. Yeah, he just kind of like kills himself at this point. But yeah, that was the first in-game boss. Here we have the city's crest. So this is the whole boss right here, and this is him. This is still interactable, and eventually, this does a thing. Maybe I have to leave. Hello? There we go. He turns into a little bug. I wonder if I'm able to kill it. Whatever. Money. Very important, as I've said before. So, I'll try to pick up as much of that as possible. And eventually I will get an upgrade. That will pick it up for me if it's loose change. You saw earlier near the start of the game, I picked up something called Fury of the Fallen, I believe it was called. This thing right here. Yeah, Fury of the Fallen. So I'll get things like these, which you can put on the things called notches. This here costs 2 notches, as you can see. That's what the cost means. But when I have this equipped, I can deal more damage when I'm at 1 heart remaining. So that's just a neat little addition to the game. But I'm not often at 1 HP, so I just skipped all that dialogue. But this is the Snail Shaman. And they're giving me my first spell in the game, which allows me to die. So first in-game death? No, I'm kidding. I just like pass out from something, but I got the Vengeful Spirit. It allows me to unleash the spirit, which you'll see me do in a couple times in this run. But at least he watched us sleep, make sure we didn't die. And now as payment, he's making us kill a so-and-so a great beast. So we're gonna go deal with that guy real quick. So it says tab B, but you can also use spells, or at least this one, with R1. And as you can see, you project out a little missile filled with soul, which is what I'm building in the top left corner. As I can see, it uses that when I cast it, and you also get soul every time you make contact with an enemy. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah. Oops. Soul also helps you heal. Oops, that's gonna be bad. So every spell... Healing does count as a spell in this game, so every spell you use costs soul, and there are things like this even that give you soul back. So I'm going to save that for when I get through this little bit, which at the end will reward me with more blue hearts. Oops. So these things are called lifebloods, and they reward you with more temporary hearts. So very useful. Do recommend. Just some. That's why I wanted a full thing. But this guy, you can't hit him with your weapon because he can close himself. So you have to build up soul with the things he sends your way, and then shoot it back at him. And he dies in 4 the magic hits. And then there's a nice little charm. That's what they're called. Charms. Right there. So, just like that, we have 600, almost 700 geo, and our second charm. Now this charm allows us to increase the amount of soul gained after hitting someone with our weapon. So that's going to be pretty useful early game because spells in most cases do more damage than your weapon. So spells are very useful for early game. Now, before I go to the next area, I think... No, let's, I'll just go... Oops. Oh no. Oh geez. I will go to... Oops. Back to Dirtmouth. So... Just a couple jumps here and there. Maybe po... No. Okay, no pogoing. Oops, oops. Oh no. We'll just kinda jump our way around. There we go. Yeah. And heading back up, we made it back to Dirtmouth, where I'm gonna buy a quill because that is useful.
Bapanada.
As I've already mentioned earlier. So quick purchase of the quill, and so I don't know if I've updated it yet. So yeah, this is the map that we have from Cornifer, and if I rest at a bench, as you can see, map is updated. So we check it again, and now it's all filled in, and some added areas in there. Obviously the areas I haven't been to haven't been filled out. The one with the tent kind of like shelter in the Forgotten Crossroads isn't filled out, right in the middle of the screen there. But that's because I haven't been to that area. So I'm going to go back to the stag in Forgotten Crossroads, and I'll meet you back there. So just before I go to the next area, this really isn't that long of a beginning. I mean, my first playthrough I got lost, and that'll happen because you're brand new to the game, but I've played this so many times that I know where most of the things are. So I'm kind of hoping that I don't get turned around too much, because that'll make a boring playthrough. Well, not really, but it'll just be harder for me to know what I'm doing. But this can also be your first boss. This is called the Gruzmother. It doesn't start until you hit her, but once you do... Oh, geez. There we go. So it's a super easy boss. I don't think you get... Never mind, you do get Geo from her. There's just like one... Oh, that's bad. But I made sure I had my magic so that I could do that. Because nothing is more annoying than a bunch of little peons. So I'm not technically supposed to be able to go up here yet, but I do know how. But still, I'm not gonna do it. Because that'd be bad. But the main reason I came here is because of this guy. His name is Sly. And the orange kind of orbs above his head means he's been infected. But we just saved him from that by talking to him. It's super easy, but I guess you just need to find someone. He will be a shopkeeper up in Dirtmouth for us. So I wanted to save him just before anything. I went to the next area because that is very useful for the playthrough, especially since I need one of those charms he sells for my strategy, my early game OP strategy, because he sells a very nice ability, which you will see in a couple seconds. So now that we're up in Dirtmouth, just to the left of the Elder Bug, there's a new guy. This is Sly's shop. So it's a quaint little place. He says hi again. He offers you some stuff to buy. So, mash shards. These are used every 4 you get an extra heart container. And I'll probably get some of those in like the next episode or 2, I'm not sure. Vessel fragments, on the other hand, they increase the amount of soul that you can hold. So every 3 of those, you get an extra like spell use. Then there's symbol keys, which will make sense later. Gathering Swarm, which is the thing I want. And that I'll need eventually as well. Now, I believe all you need for an 100% in this game is to beat the bosses, like the main bosses, all mash shards, all vessel fragments, and all charms, and all grubs. Other than that, I'm not too sure. Oh, all upgrades too. But other than that, I'm not really sure what else it is that you need. So right along here is the next area. So I say we should head. But there's another one of these guys, so we can deal with them quick though, now that we know what we're doing. Make quick use of the soul we have. Quick 3 hits, and he's done. Now, Gathering Swarm, that's the thing I just equipped. That's what those white little bugs were doing. They were collecting the loose geo on the ground. So anytime I kill an enemy now, and they drop money, it will be picked up for me. Meaning I don't have to go out of my way to follow and track down every bit of geo that was dropped. So, new enemies in this area. This is Green Path. And might I add, the music in this area is phenomenal. And it's by far one of the best soundtracks in this game. Just because of how, like, peaceful it is. I feel like it was composed wonderfully and really brings out the area that you're in. right up here, there's a little bench. So, rest. Get that map updated. But as you can see, we don't have a map for this area yet, because first you have to buy it from Cornifer, because he gives you kind of the writing blocks. Now, I'm going to try something that I've still never done before. As you can see, oh, there she goes. But in the top right, that was Hornet, who we'll meet very soon. But this is one of the speedrunning techniques. And I missed it again. I have been yet to make that, but one day I'm sure I will. This is one of the reasons I wanted Gathering Swarm, because I can just break those and I can just leave it up to the game. But it's also stuff like that. Oh, although I do want to go over there, so. Oops. We're okay. So that speedrunning trick from earlier, it's just a little bit faster for me to do that rather than go all the way around somewhere. Wow. So personally, I prefer to do it that way. But as I've also said, I've never been able to do it. So, oh, come on. Oops. That's bad. But it does kind of shorten this bit of the game. Our buddy Cornifer. So, map is already unlocked. And as you can see, even from the, I wonder, can I? That is not. There's a grub up. Like, you can hear grubs when you're close, and right up there, there is one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is Cornifer. Good. I was worried I was wrong about that. You can always hear grubs when they're close, so if you ever hear one and I don't get it, it's one of two reasons. One, I didn't hear it and I forgot where it is, or two, I can't get it. So, I will usually point out when grubs are close. But if I fail to do so, I'm sorry. I apologize, and it will not happen again. Hopefully. One thing you don't need for an 100%, I don't think, is this guy. The Hunter. He gives you a journal filled with the entire compendium of enemies in this game. Basically, every time you kill an enemy, they will show up in the journal. There it is. So just a couple of the enemies we fought. There's a lot. And you know, just it's also separated by areas you go to. You haven't seen this yet, but you will, probably, if I ever die. I'm just so good at the game, though, so that doesn't typically happen. So you'd be pretty lucky if you ever caught me dying. But there's another grub here. I think that's grub 6 or maybe 7. I'm not sure. Also, every geo that falls into corrosive acid I can't get. I know, sucks, but happens. That's why there's corrosive acid all over a forest. Oh, it's Hornet. There she is. Get her. Oops. Actually, I want to go down here. No, I don't. That's a lie. Oops. We'll do that differently this time. He's dead. You die. Oops. I'll just kill you that way. It's so nice to tell you every time I kill a new enemy. It's very nice of the game. Now, as I said, I'm pretty sure you don't need that for the 100%. But I'm not sure. So hopefully not, because that's just annoying. But if I do, you'll see. Oops. I hate those guys because I have to use magic in order to, oops, kill them super easily. And I don't like using magic all the time because I like saving it. See, and they just kind of like run away. They just scurry. It's just annoying. Oh, there she is again. Get her. Get her. Basically, you just kind of follow her around a bit, and then she's like a crush. You just stalk her. I'm kidding. That's a joke. You can laugh. But you go up here, a little bit of platforming, and then you buy this, which is annoying because it means you have to kill. You can't just not get Geo in this game. So for the speed run, which I tried to do earlier, like previously, although I'm pretty sure you get to skip that area. I think that's why. Oh, that's why you skip. That's why you try to do that thing when you project yourself with your own vengeful spirit, because you get to skip spending 50 Geo, and instead you come out that door on the right, instead of having to go all the way around, and you just meet Hornet way later. That makes way more sense. I just thought it was just like a random thing you do to save time, but no. It's to save you from spending Geo. Oh, new enemy. First, like, kind of difficult enemy in this area. As you can see, I really struggled. He almost hit me once. But the big amounts of Geo is always nice. Much appreciated, good sir. Little dude. Nice. It's always nice to get free Geo drops I would have forgotten. So that also means I can just run past that guy and not give a crap. Do not have a care in the world. I don't have to go back. I can just keep moving forward. Time saves. Ah, great. This guy. So this is Zote. Zote the Mighty. He is not my favorite. This is... I don't actually remember her name. But she's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, if you want, I can check what her name is. It was the Vengefly King. His name was Vengefly King. This, there he is. Zote the Mighty. He's a dick. He just tells you that he was gonna deal with it in a little bit. But fun fact, if you don't kill him, he just dies. Like, he's dead. And then if you come up later in the game, he's dead. He does not. He's like, oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops, oops. Oh, it's one of these dudes. Let's go. That's grub number, I've already lost count. I think 7 or 8. Probably 7. Probably 7. This is why I built up some soul. Because that's just easier. Just so much money. Big money from this area. And I'm already at 800. And I've spent a crap load. So, actually I haven't spent that much, but still, every penny counts. And just to the left is our next boss fight. But a hollow nest. A hollow nest. Stag. That's what I meant to say. I'll just set a quick respawn point just in case I die, which I won't, but just in case I do. I can just have a quick little reset button. And you just kind of walk right up here. Oh, I never even thought about fighting these guys again for even more money. But you just kind of like walk around a little bit. You know, just a nice leisurely walk and BAM! Oh, it is stalking, I guess. Hornet! First... Oh! That move's annoying. My first playthrough, I died to that move so many times. Oh. I'm so excited for Silksong. Oops. And to play as Hornet. Ooh. Ouch. Who needs to think about healing? There we go. Yeah. And then she runs away. And this guy falls over. But what's this? What is this? First upgrade. Second upgrade. I forgot I got a spell. But yeah, this is the dash. You are going to see me use this way too much. Oh. Oh my god. Lore? Lore? Those are the dudes. I think they're called the Dreamers? I can't remember. But they knocked me out for a quick little sec. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But you know, now I can dash. And you are going to see me use this a lot, like excessively. Because it is super cool. And you know, it's very important. Lake of Un. Look at this guy. He's just enjoying his life. Betrayal. How dare you think you have some peace and quiet? Get over here. I don't want to lose all your money. That's good enough. There we go. Now, hopefully... Yes! Our first encounter with Coral. Coral? Coral.
Nah, me no biz.
Quirrell. Coral? I don't know. He is the best. I love him. I could read
Nah,
for
me no
I
biz.
just feel like it's better if I don't. But he is a super cool guy. And you'll see why eventually. But I think this will be the end of the first episode. Just to show you kind of like what, I'll end it here with my boy Coral. I'll continue off and, I don't know. We'll see where we get to next time. But I'll leave that for next episode. Later.